Now, are you getting feedback on that site at all?
I haven't done much promotion with Smack Jeeves yet. I haven't even checked out their forum all that much, so honestly, no. But once I get a chance, I'm going to try and promote on there as well. And I informed, the webcomic list, they're having that awards thing. I joined that, and I put my comic on that list, and I informed them on that board. It's like, yeah, this is my comic. Go ahead and check it out. I'm sorry that it's on Drunk Duck.
Oh, that right there deserves an award. You got any response to that statement yet?
This is my girlfriend. I hope you don't mind. She's going to be eating dinner with us this Sunday.
She eats off the floor, so just act like so.
I actually had a friend one time, and he messed around on his wife so often that she just ignored it. And after a while, he just started bringing his girlfriends home. And she got,
man.
No, I'm serious. And she got mad. She's like, you know what? You could at least warn me before you bring them in the door. That way I can send the kids to bed. And I'm like, wow, that is so considerate of you. How awesome.
Why do people choose to stay in an abusive situation like that? I'll never know. Oh, that's right, because we got people going, please, don't go.
Some of them do it for the kids, too, you know what I mean?
That's why I do it for Drunk Duck. I'm doing it for the kids.
You know what's funny, though, is don't it seem like some of the funniest things come from pain, though? I mean, like TV shows and whatever, whenever, terrible things happen, they can really make something funny out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I know that sounds...
My favorite thing to watch on YouTube is little kids getting hurt. It's hilarious.
I always like it, like the first big snowstorm. If you watch your local news, they'll always show some little old woman, gray hair, hunched over, with the big, pilgrim shoes on with the big buckle on them. They'll always show her going out on a sidewalk and just losing it and going down. That's the official. It's winter. When you see the old woman fall and bust it, that's when you're like, yes, it's winter.
Now, on most of your sites, though, you have like where it's, you're going to animate it, or it's soon going to be animated. When you say animation, are you talking like Flash animation? Or are you talking single cell, or what is that?
Well, I'm working with that with a couple of my friends because I'm not much of an animator. Trust me, if I tried animating negligence, it would look like a slideshow. If you've seen some of my YouTube videos, you'd understand.
So it is Flash then, right?
It's actually a program called Toon Boom. It's an animation.
Okay.
We're trying to make it so that it looks better than Flash because Flash is kind of cheap and such. I tried contacting that guy not too long ago. It's pretty close to finished. We have the vocal tracks and everything, and as far as I'm aware, the animatic was done. I just need to finally see if the final animation is done for it, and then pretty soon I'll put that up on YouTube too.
Who's doing the voice work? Who's doing the voice work on it?
I do the voice of Dranik, and for the episode that we did, I do the voice of Dranik and the Negligent Guardian. Dranik is basically my natural speaking voice, but we had to heighten the pitch. It was the only way to make it work because I can't speak very high without it sounding like a very bad falsetto. Plus,
Mickey Mouse. Sound like Mickey Mouse.
Plus, I wanted to make Dranik sound like myself when I was 5 years old, and the best way to do that is just to heighten the pitch a little bit. But the Negligent Guardian is pretty much just my natural speaking voice, but I alter it a bit. I'm kind of an amateur voice actor. That's why I've done a few things here and there. Like I did for one animation I did like a Russian accent. It's like It sounds a little bit like this, comrade.
Yeah, you should have hired Paul. He's the man with the golden voice.
It's moving
well. That's right. I am.
And the negligent guardian, well, she sounds like she had a few too many Marlboros at the Marlboro factory.
So basically, like Pitface.
What was that one you was doing with the vampires earlier, Roy? Don't look at me. I'm evil.
I'm a monster.
I'm a monster.
I'm a monster.
You are.
Man, I can imagine some little kid in his underwear running around saying that, I'm a monster! I'm a monster! I'm a monster!
Yes, you are. Now get
You're a monster. Now get your butt up to bed and brush your teeth. Don't forget to wash your hands.
I don't want to. I'm a monster.
Yes, here you are. 1 hour in the cage.
Oh,
now, you've done all kinds of different comics, though. I was reading one where you did a comic called Bad Apples. What was that?
Bad Apple was a comic I did. It was the last comic I did for my college newspaper. Basically, Psych Ward is the first comic on Drunk Duck. It was the first comic that was. It was the first comic I did for a publication. I try to have it on my websites and such that I only do I only show comics that are either were in publication or I'm publishing up on a website. I don't show anything older than Psych Ward because if you've seen the first Psych Ward, it honestly looks like dog crap. It looks like crap, and I'm the first one to admit it. It looks like garbage. Well, anyway, Bad Apple was basically the Psych Ward was all me being this angsty political, pseudo-political, just throwing my thoughts out on a piece of paper, and it's like, I hate this, I hate that, I hate everything sort of thing. And it's like, Psych Ward was like, how far can I go with a college newspaper without getting into trouble? That's why I always put send all hate mail to this email address. I wasn't afraid of getting hate mail for like content of the comic because I was kind of expecting it with kind of the topics that I went on. Like I did one about the Anna Nicole's grave show about a week after she died.
She's so outrageous and she's dead.
I live in a college town, and I did work for a college paper like that once, and it was like right after Jerry Garcia died. And once he died, man, it's like the merchandising on Grateful Dead just exploded. And I did this cartoon of him, his corpse, in a tie-dyed T-shirt tied to a hand truck on stage with the lights on him and everything. And it said, they're taking him out for one more farewell tour, to cash in on the money. And, man, you talk about hate mail rolling in. I mean, there was one guy that wrote like a 2-page letter on how responsible the Grateful Dead were with their merchandising and all of this. And they were green technology and all of this and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, but they're still cashing in on a dead guy.
Yeah, I've noticed you haven't gotten any less racy. I saw your comic today with the ghost and his scratching post.